The darkness-cloaked Kruger National Park, stars piercing the velvet sky. Robert Anderson, a weathered photographer, gripped his night vision camera, heart pounding. He expected another quiet night. Instead, he found a scene that would haunt him forever. Through the green glow of his lens, two shapes emerged on the roadside. A leopard, broken and still, lay in the dust. Her cub, small but fierce, stood guard, eyes blazing. The mother's breaths were faint, her leg twisted unnaturally, yet the cub refused to flee. Bob, with decades behind the lens, knew this was no ordinary moment. The cub, later named Leo, pressed against his mother, Luna, licking her face gently. Hyenas howled nearby, their eyes glinting. Leo's low growls dared them closer, defying every instinct to run. The air grew heavy, danger circling in the dark. Bob's hands trembled as he filmed, capturing Leo's Vigil. This cub, barely 8 months old, chose love over survival. Bob reached for his satellite phone, whispering a plea to Kruger's rescue center. Minutes dragged like hours, the hyena's calls growing bolder. Leo stood firm, his small frame shielding Luna. Bob's footage caught every tense moment, the cub's ears flat, his body taut. Help was coming, but would it arrive in time? Jeep lights sliced through the night, tires crunching on gravel. Dr. Catherine Reynolds, a seasoned biologist, stepped out, her face grim. With her were Ranger Thomas Williams and veterinarian Mark Thompson. They saw Luna's wounds and Leo's fierce defiance immediately. Kate's binoculars confirmed the worst. Luna's leg was shattered, her breathing shallow. Leo's protective stance made rescue perilous. He growled at the team, positioning himself between his mother and their approach. Kate knew they had one chance to act. Tranquilizer guns were prepped, the team's pulses racing. Kate signaled, and 2 darts hissed through the air. Leo flinched, stumbled, yet crawled to Luna, resting his head on her paw. Bob's lens froze the image, a heartbreaking symbol of unbreakable love. The team rushed forward, lifting Luna onto a stretcher. Her leg was fractured in 3 places, wounds hinting at a vehicle's cruel impact. Kate whispered, she endured all night for him. Leo, sedated, was carried gently, his small form curled protectively still. At Skukuza Wildlife Rehabilitation Center, urgency filled the air. Luna was wheeled into surgery, her life hanging by a thread. Bob followed, his camera rolling, capturing the chaos. Leo, in a separate cage, woke with cries that tore at the heart. Leo's cries echoed through Skukuza's sterile halls, a desperate plea for his mother. He clawed at his cage, refusing food, eyes wild with panic. Kate, watching closely, saw something extraordinary. This cub's bond with Luna defied everything she knew about leopards. Luna's surgery stretched 5 grueling hours. Dr. Thompson battled to save her, setting titanium pins in her shattered leg. Internal wounds threatened her life, but her heart held on. Bob's night vision footage, replayed in his mind, kept him rooted to the scene. Kate proposed a bold move, against all protocol. She ordered Leo's cage moved beside Luna's recovery room, separated by one-way glass. The effect was immediate. Leo, seeing his mother's faint form, grew still, pressing against the barrier, his cries fading to soft purrs. Bob's secret footage, shared online, exploded across the world. Clips of Leo's nighttime vigil, his glowing eyes defying hyenas, touched millions. Donations poured into Skukuza, funding a new recovery wing. Kate's research deepened, revealing Luna's lost litter strengthened her bond with Leo. A week later, Kate allowed a supervised reunion. Leo approached slowly, his nose brushing Luna's. She lifted her head, licking him weakly. Bob, tears blurring his lens, captured this tender moment, a love that rewrote science's understanding of leopards. Luna grew stronger, though her limp remained. Leo, always near, brought his food to the glass, as if sharing with his mother. The world watched, captivated by Bob's images. Conservationists rallied, inspired by a cub's courage and a mother's resilience under starlight. The new recovery wing at Skukuza buzzed with hope, built from donations sparked by Bob's viral footage. Luna took tentative steps, her pinned leg stiff but steady. Leo trailed her, his eyes watchful, as if guiding her through each careful stride. Kate's notes piled high, documenting Leo's behavior. Most leopard cubs would chase independence by now, but Leo patrolled their shared space, growling at strangers. His nighttime vigil, caught on Bob's camera, had shown a mind far beyond instinct, challenging every textbook on feline bonds. Bob, meant to leave months ago, stayed on, his camera a constant companion. Each frame told a story of love's defiance. Luna, weaker but fierce, leaned into Leo's nudges. Their bond, forged in crisis, became a beacon for conservationists across the globe. 2 months passed, and the team faced a heavy choice. Luna's leg would never fully heal, the wild was no longer her home. Leo, too attached to humans, lacked hunting skills. Kate proposed a semi-natural reserve, a sanctuary mimicking Kruger's vast freedom. The reserve took shape, funded by the world's generosity. Luna and Leo moved in, their enclosure lush with acacias and open skies. Bob's final footage showed Leo resting his head on Luna's side, echoing their first night under the stars. Their story reshaped conservation, proving animals feel as deeply as humans. Bob's secret footage, born from one dark night, became a global call to protect such bonds. Luna and Leo thrived, their love alight in the wild, forever captured in those haunting frames. This Cub's Vigil showed us love transcends species. Share their story, support wildlife sanctuaries, and follow for more tales of nature's miracles. Their bond lives on because of you. Let us keep protecting these hearts that beat like ours. The reserve flourished under global eyes, a haven where Luna roamed freely within safe bounds. Leo, growing bolder, practiced leaps on low branches, his mother watching with quiet pride. Bob's footage documented every step, turning their tale into a documentary that screened worldwide. Conservation shifted profoundly, inspired by Leo's Vigil. Parks adopted new protocols, prioritizing family bonds in rescues. Kate's findings, published globally, argued leopards possess emotional depths rivaling primates. Bob, reflecting in his journal, marveled at how one night's secret changed everything. Visitors to the reserve, drawn by the story, whispered in awe. Luna's limp faded slightly with time, her strength returning in Leo's shadow. The cub, now a year old, still slept curled against her, their breath sinking under the same stars that witnessed their ordeal. Donations continued, expanding the sanctuary to shelter more injured wildlife. Bob's images graced calendars and books, each one a reminder of vulnerability in the wild. Kate often visited, her research evolving into advocacy for protecting maternal bonds across species. One evening, Bob captured a final scene, Luna and Leo silhouetted against a sunset, the cub's head on her neck. It mirrored their roadside discovery, but now filled with hope. The world had learned from them, hearts open to nature's silent stories. Their legacy endured, a testament to love's power. Bob packed his gear, his sabbatical complete, but his soul forever tied to Kruger. Luna and Leo's bond, born in darkness, illuminated paths for countless others in the wild. As seasons turned, the reserve became a model for global efforts. Leo hunted small prey under Luna's guidance, their enclosure echoing with playful growls. Kate's team monitored closely, noting how the cub's early vigil shaped his fearless spirit. Bob returned home to Montana, his photographs exhibited in galleries. Viewers wept at the night vision clips, moved by a cub's devotion. Conservation funds soared, saving habitats threatened by human encroachment, all sparked from that fateful night. In quiet moments, Bob replayed the footage, tears welling anew. Luna's resilience, Leo's loyalty, they taught him love defies boundaries. The world agreed, sharing the story across platforms, uniting strangers in a cause greater than themselves. The sanctuary expanded, welcoming orphaned cubs and injured adults. Luna, a gentle matriarch, offered comfort to newcomers, her own scars a badge of survival. Leo, ever protective, patrolled the edges, his growls a warning to any threat. Kate's book on the pair topped charts, blending science with emotion. She dedicated it to Bob, the man whose lens revealed hidden truths. Their collaboration proved one image could ignite change, preserving wild hearts for future generations. Years later, Bob revisited Kruger, finding Luna and Leo thriving. The cub, now adult, still glanced back at his mother during hunts. Their bond, unbreakable, stood as proof that in nature's shadows, love shines brightest. This story of vigil and victory reminds us to listen to the wild. Cherish the bonds we see, support the sanctuaries that heal. Follow their journey, share widely, and let us all be